by Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. Chapter 4. The real world is beyond the mind. Questioner. On several occasions, the question was raised as to whether or not the universe is subject to the law of causation, or does it just purely exist outside of any law? You seem to hold the view that it is uncaused, and that everything essentially is uncaused no matter how small, that everything arises and disappears of its own for no reason whatsoever. Maharaj, causation means succession in time of events in space. The space is physical when you're in the waking state, or mental while you're dreaming. But time, space, and causation are all mental categories arising and subsiding within the mind. Questioner. But as long as the mind operates, causation is a valid law. Maharaj, like everything mental, the so-called law of causation also contradicts itself. Nothing in existence has a particular cause. The entire universe contributes to the existence of even the smallest thing. Nothing could be as it is without the universe being what it is. When the source and ground of everything is the only one cause of everything, then to speak of causality as a universal law is wrong. The universe is not bound by its content, because its potentialities are infinite. Besides, it is a manifestation, an expression of a principle that is fundamentally and totally free. Questioner. Yes, one can see that ultimately to speak of one thing being the cause of another thing is altogether wrong. Yet, in actual life, we invariably initiate action with the view to result. Maharaj. Yes, there is a lot of such activity going on, but because of ignorance. Would people know that nothing can happen unless the entire universe makes it happen, they would achieve much more with less expenditure of energy. Questioner. But if everything is an expression of the totality of causes, then it just defeats... how can we even talk of purposeful action towards any achievement? Is there no causality between action and result at all? Maharaj, the very urge to achieve is also an expression of the total universe. It merely shows that the energy potential has risen at a particular point. It is the illusion of time that makes you talk of causality. When the past and future are seen in the timeless now as parts of a common pattern, then the idea of cause and effect falls away. It loses its validity, and creative freedom takes its place. Questioner. Yet I cannot see how anything can come about without a cause. Maharaj, when I say a thing is without a cause, I mean that it can be without a particular cause. For example, your own mother was needed to give you birth, but she is not the particular cause of your birth. But you could not have been born without the sun shining and the earth being there. Even those could not have caused your birth without your own desire to be born. It is desire that gives birth, that gives name, and that gives form. The desirable is imagined and wanted, and manifests itself as something tangible and conceivable. Thus is created the world in which we live, our personal world. The real world is beyond the mind's ken. We see it through the net of our desires, divided into pleasure and pain, right or wrong, inner and outer. To see the universe as it is, you must step beyond the net. It's not hard to do so, for the net is full of holes. Questioner: what do you mean by holes? And how do I find them? Maharaj, look at the net and its many contradictions. You do and undo at every step. You want peace, love, and happiness, but you work hard to create pain, hatred, and war. You want longevity, but you overeat. You want friendship and love, yet you exploit. See your net as being made of many such contradictions and remove them one by one. Your very seeing will make them go away. Questioner: since my seeing the contradiction makes it go, is there no causal link between my seeing and its going? Maharaj, causality, even as a concept, does not apply to chaos. Questioner: to what extent is desire a causal factor? Maharaj, one of the many. For everything there are innumerable causal factors. But the source of all that is the infinite possibility, the supreme reality, which is in you and which throws its power and light and love on every experience. But this source is not a cause, just as no cause is the source. Because of that, I say everything is uncaused. You may try to trace how a thing happens, but you cannot find out why a thing is as it is. A thing is as it is because the universe is as it is.